27 years ago, in a courtroom filled with tension and silence, a gavel struck, and a young man's life changed forever. The decision was swift, the judge's words were final, and just like that, a future was taken. But today, in the very same courtroom, something happened that no one saw coming. The courtroom was packed, reporters, families, former jurors, even strangers, all drawn to this moment. No one knew exactly what to expect, but everyone knew something powerful was about to unfold. The judge, now much older, sat at the bench with trembling hands. His voice cracked as he began to speak. You could hear the weight in his tone, years of silence, years of guilt. And then, he said it. Gasps filled the room. The man standing before him, once just a teenager now weathered by years of prison life, stared at the judge, his eyes filled with a mix of pain and disbelief.
For 27 years, he had held on to hope that one day someone would admit the truth. The judge continued, barely holding back tears. I ignored doubt. I overlooked the holes in the evidence. I trusted a system that failed you, and I played a part in that failure.
Every word pierced the air like a confession at a funeral. He pulled out a letter, one he said he had written over and over again but never sent.
In it, he spoke of sleepless nights, of revisiting the case files, of rewatching the trial footage. He admitted he had become a prisoner too. Not behind bars, but behind a burden he could no longer carry.
Then he stepped down from the bench, something no one expected. Judges rarely do that. But today he walked across the courtroom and stood face to face with the man he had sentenced nearly 3 decades ago. The silence was deafening. With a trembling hand, the judge reached out.
I am sorry from the deepest part of me.
The man looked at him. His face was unreadable. For a moment it seemed he wouldn't speak, but then, a single tear slid down his cheek. And what he said next brought the entire courtroom to tears. At that moment, the courtroom, this place so often associated with judgment, pain, and punishment, became a place of healing. Family members cried openly. Even the toughest faces in the room had to look away, unable to contain their emotions.
I don't expect forgiveness, but I had to face you, I had to say it.
And the man, free at last, simply nodded. Not all stories end with justice, some end with silence. But today was different. It was a rare moment when the system looked itself in the mirror and admitted its mistake. A moment when truth, though delayed, still found its voice. As the courtroom emptied, the air still heavy with emotion, one question lingered in everyone's mind. Would I have the strength to forgive? After 27 years? Tell me, would you?